Proverbs chapter 19 verse 11 tells us, "Good sense makes one slow to anger." This simple yet profound statement holds a wealth of meaning. It speaks volumes about the virtues of wisdom and patience, two qualities that are often intertwined. Wisdom helps us see clearly, to understand situations from a broader perspective. Patience, on the other hand, helps us respond with grace and composure, even in challenging moments. Think of a situation that normally makes you angry. Perhaps it's something as common as traffic. Maybe someone cut you off in traffic, causing a surge of frustration. Or maybe a coworker took credit for your idea, leaving you feeling slighted and upset. In moments like these, it's easy to react impulsively, letting anger take control. But what if we paused? What if we took a moment to breathe deeply and reflect? What if we took a moment to breathe and ask God for guidance? This pause can make all the difference. That's where wisdom comes in. It allows us to see the bigger picture, to understand that most things are not worth getting upset about. It allows us to see the bigger picture, to understand that most things are not worth getting upset about. It helps us prioritize what truly matters. When we respond with wisdom, we choose patience. We choose peace. We choose to act with intention and love. We choose to reflect God's love, even when it's hard. In doing so, we not only find peace within ourselves, but also spread it to those around us. Patience is a fruit of the Spirit. It's a virtue that doesn't come easily to most of us. We live in a world that values speed and instant gratification, making the cultivation of patience even more challenging. Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 lists it alongside love, joy, peace, and kindness. These are not just lofty ideals but practical attributes that can transform our daily lives. These qualities are gifts from God, available to all who believe. They are meant to be nurtured and shared, creating a ripple effect of goodness in our communities. But just like any fruit, patience takes time to grow. It requires consistent effort, much like tending to a garden. You have to water it, give it sunlight, and protect it from pests. It's easy to be patient when things are going our way. When life is smooth and everything falls into place, patience seems almost effortless. But what about when we face trials? When the storms of life hit us hard, that's when our patience is truly put to the test. What about when people disappoint us? When expectations are not met, and we feel let down, it's easy to lose our cool. That's when patience is truly tested. It's in these moments that we have the opportunity to grow the most. Think about a time when your patience wore thin. Reflect on how you felt and how you reacted. Maybe you were stuck in a long line. The minutes felt like hours and frustration began to build. Or maybe you were dealing with a stubborn child. No matter what you said or did, they just wouldn't listen. In moments like these, it's easy to become frustrated. Our natural inclination is to react quickly and often harshly. But remember, God is patient with us. He waits for us to grow, to learn, and to come back to Him, no matter how many times we stray. He doesn't give up on us, even when we mess up. His patience is boundless and His love is unconditional, and He calls us to extend that same grace to others, to be patient, to be kind, and to love unconditionally just as He loves us. Life is full of different people. Some are easy to love, others not so much. As Christians, we're called to love everyone, even the difficult ones. We might encounter critical church members who seem to find fault in everything, or pessimistic elders who constantly remind us of past failures. And let's not forget about tantrum-prone children who test the limits of our patience. These relationships can be challenging. It's easy to become resentful or withdraw altogether. But God calls us to a higher standard. He calls us to love unconditionally, to show grace and compassion, even when it's hard. So how do we navigate these difficult relationships? How do we respond with patience and grace when we'd rather run the other way? The answer lies in wisdom. James chapter 1 verse 5 tells us, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." When we seek God's wisdom, He helps us see others through His eyes. He helps us understand their struggles, their pain, their motivations. And He gives us the strength to respond with love even when it's undeserved. Cultivating patience is a lifelong journey. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather, it's a process that unfolds over time. Each day presents new opportunities to practice patience, whether it's with ourselves, with others, or with the circumstances we find ourselves in. It requires intentionality and effort, We must be willing to put in the work, to be mindful of our reactions, and to choose patience even when it's difficult. This means being present in the moment and not letting our frustrations get the best of us. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we cultivate patience, we find a sense of peace and contentment that can't be achieved through any other means. It allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. One practical strategy is to practice mindfulness. By being fully present in the moment, we can better manage our reactions and maintain our composure. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths or spending a few minutes in quiet reflection. When you feel your patience wearing thin, take a moment to pause. Take a deep breath. Ask God for guidance. This pause can help you regain your perspective and approach the situation with a calm and open heart. Remember, you don't have to have all the answers. It's okay to admit when you're struggling and to seek help from others. Patience is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent and compassionate with yourself and others. It's okay to walk away from a conversation if you feel yourself getting angry. Sometimes the best way to maintain patience is to remove yourself from a stressful situation and give yourself time to cool down. It's okay to set boundaries to protect your own well-being. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of maintaining patience and grace. It allows you to take care of yourself so that you can be your best self for others. Above all, remember that God is with you. In moments of frustration and impatience, turn to Him for strength and guidance. His presence can provide the comfort and reassurance you need to stay patient. He will never leave you nor forsake you. This promise is a source of immense comfort and can help you remain steadfast in your journey of cultivating patience. Lean on Him for strength, for guidance, for patience. Trust that He is working in your life, even when things seem difficult. His love and grace are always available to you. And as you do, you'll find yourself reflecting His love and grace, even in the most challenging relationships. By embodying patience and grace, you become a beacon of His light to those around you.